Hey, I'm at Canal Ridge here today. I just haven't been getting here very much this year. This summer I was only here maybe just 2 or 3 times, that's about it. But here's the bridge at Canal Ridge that goes over Mill Creek. You got 3 tracks up there. It's actually 2 separate bridges. The one closest to me is the newer of the 2. It's only got 1 track. The bridge on the other side has 2 tracks. And here's the lane that goes to Canal Ridge. See this? It's pretty well beat up. There's some gigantic potholes down that way. And it's only 1 lane. So if you come here to visit, be careful. Make sure you got a good vehicle. Don't come in here with a little car that sits too low to the ground because you'll tear it up. All right, let's get some trains. Here we go. All right, here we go. Got a CSX train coming through. Got some auto racks. That looks pretty cool. It's all again, whatever that means. Too far away to see that color position light. It's on green though, on the left. I think it just dropped the signal. Just hard to see. You can see automobiles in there. That's a loud one. There's gotta be a DPU on here. Cool, look at that. Wow, that's pretty cool. No DPU? Oh, this hauled by 1 locomotive. That's unbelievable. How much can 1 locomotive pull? Must be pretty flat or down grade here. I can't believe just 1 locomotive pulling all that. And you can see cars in those. There you go. But wait, there's more. There always is. Not only do I have my hat on, but I got another train coming. Look at this. Got another train coming over the bridge. Norfolk Southern. Let's see if we can figure out what track they're on. Now track 2 is the one that's in the middle. They might be on track 1. Yeah, they're on track 1. Boy, that auto rack there is damaged. Look at that. Both ends of it. I'd like to know the story behind that. Oh, we had a boxcar in there. Let's have another look. Will there be a DPU? I'm going to say yes. I'm guessing yes. That's actually a pretty good little shot right there. That looks pretty cool. Perfect weather today. $15.95 on the placard. It's corrosive. Inhalation hazard. Got some boxcars coming up. My favorite. No DPU on this one. I can't believe it. How many cars can a locomotive pull by itself? That's amazing. These big locomotives like that sure are powerful. All that with one locomotive. Now it is pretty flat in this area. They wouldn't be able to go across the rat hole in Kentucky with this train with only one engine though. It gets really hilly. They'd never make it up out of the Ohio River Valley. Cool, we have a boxer on the end. And there's Freddie. All right, let's have a look at Mill Creek. Hey, we got a train coming. I think it's on track 1. That's the track closest to me. And it might be an Indiana and Ohio Railway train. Southbound coming into Queens Gate Yard. I'm not sure what track it's on. No, it's not on track 1. Is it? Thought I heard him say track 1 on the radio. Cool, long hood forward, look at that. Indiana and Ohio Railway. Last 2 times I was here, I didn't get one of them. Check that out. Sweet. Nah, he didn't wave. Boy, that looks so cool. $30.65 on the placard. All right, that was a good catch. That was a good one. Got lucky on that. Well, thanks for watching. Let's see what else we can get into. Hey, there's a black squirrel. Look. Oh, I went down into the weeds down there. I just saw a black squirrel. There it is. See it? Going on the fence. They got those in Glendale, Ohio. Just a few miles north of here. That's what Glendale's famous for, is the black squirrels. That's only the second time I've ever seen one. I saw one in Glendale one time, and I just now got that one. That was pretty cool. It came out from underneath the bridge. I heard some noise down there and wondered what it was. Maybe we'll see some more of them. Hey, if you're curious what it looks like underneath this bridge, I'll go ahead and show you. I don't think there's anyone here today, but sometimes people live underneath this bridge. Let's have a look. Well, I don't think I'll bother them. There might be some people in there. I'm not sure if there are or not. I mean, the squirrel came out from underneath of there, so I'm kind of doubting it. But you can tell people are living underneath of there. It's all kinds of stuff. Somebody's bicycle and clothes and just a little bit of everything. Well, hopefully it's another train. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't want to bother the people if they're living underneath that bridge, because I know that they do live underneath of there. And there's also a homeless encampment that way. Follow that dirt and gravel lane next to the tracks on the left. Go down there about half mile or so. There's like a homeless encampment up there, and occasionally you'll see them go by here on the lane. Now, I was underneath of a bridge near Hamilton, Ohio, and there was a homeless guy there, and he was upset when I was there. He thought I was filming him, which I wasn't. I didn't get him on video, but he got all upset with me and stuff. I just told him, I'm not filming you, I'm just here to film the trains. So I don't want to bother him, you know. I give him a few dollars every once in a while. There's a couple spots in Kentucky where they live underneath the bridges too. Hey, I'll show you what the drive-in looks like. Well, I'm actually leaving right here, but this is what it looks like when you're coming up to Canal Ridge. Just so you know what it looks like here. If you come here rail fanning, just expect to be on a bumpy lane, and make sure you got a vehicle that sits up high is what I recommend because of all the big potholes. Recommend four-wheel drive. I've been back here in the snow before and it gets pretty rough. Look at these holes. These are really big holes here. Ooh. Well, there you go. That's what it's like getting back there. But wait, there's more. I'm going to change locations, get another train. Here we go. All right, here we go. Move to another location, and here comes a train. Look at this view. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Right next to the War Memorial, behind the police department in Walton. All right, there you go. Another northbound train. That was a good one. And let's see, here's the Eagle, Eagle of Courage. And here's the War Memorial. You can't see this too many times, you know it. I really like this. It's one of my favorite things about Walton. First Purple Heart Medal Award, May 3rd, 1783. So click on that and read it at your leisure. Hey, I changed cameras for this shot right here. We got a CSX train coming southbound. It's on the LCL sub right here in Walton, right behind the Gaines house. Look how he cut all his brush back. This is really nice. See that? You can walk right back into here now easily. That really helps the rail fans out there a lot. And here comes the train around the curve right now. They just passed another train on the Banklick siding. They passed a northbound train, and I heard the northbound tell them everything looked good on their train. All right, so we're on a different camera this time. There it is. There's a defect detector about a mile behind me. This is a daily train here. It'll be going through LaGrange in about 3.5 hours, something like that. It'll be doing street running, just a few hours. I can see automobiles in there, 2 levels. Loaded with automobiles. There's more you can see in that one. I can see them in those too. Oh, they got Jeeps in there. I can see a Jeep in that one. Looks like a green Jeep. It's on the bottom, on the end. seats. Looked like trucks in that last car. Yeah, this train does look familiar, doesn't it? I got this one in Cincinnati a few hours earlier. There's that last car, nice and shiny. No graffiti on it. The front of that train should be going past the defect.
CSX equipment defect detector. Milepost 89er.0.
The front of it's just now going past. So in about, what, 5-6 minutes, something like that, the back of this train will go across that defect detector and you'll get the axle count and everything and the length of the train in feet. Here's the back of the Gaines house, and the Norfolk Southern line is up on top of the hill on the other side of the road. See that stop sign? It's right over there. That's the railroad crossing for Norfolk Southern.
Equipment defect detector. Milepost 89er.0. No defects. No defects. Total axle 336. Train length 769er 0. End of transmission.
Usually the crew will call that out after they hear it. Well, it's 7,690 feet long. Just waiting to hear the crew call it out. Usually they'll acknowledge the defect detector if there's no defect. I didn't hear it this time. Well, there you go. That was pretty cool though. I'd like to thank everyone for watching my videos, because that's what makes it worthwhile. As long as people watch, I'll keep putting videos up. I got all kinds of plans for new ones. Been busy here lately, so I can't travel as much right now. My daughter-in-law is about to have a baby. My daughter just moved into a new house, and my son is moving into a place right now, hopefully. They're still bargaining on how much to buy this place for, so we'll see what happens there. All kinds of stuff going on. But thanks for watching my videos. Check out another one. It really helps my channel out. All right, we'll see you later.
Mama.
There's the old horse coming over to get a drink, getting a drink of water. Oh, I got here just too late. He was getting a drink.